This is a Fox News alert. An indictment of John Edwards may be coming in just 48 hours. The former presidential candidate could face felony charges and even jail time for allegedly using campaign donations to cover up his affair with staffer Raelle Hunter. My next guest says the cover-up is much worse than the original transgression itself. And we've seen this before. Attorney Kelly Saindon is here to break it all down for us. This isn't really an indictment as to whether John Edwards is a good guy or a bad guy here, Kelly. It really comes down to whether he broke the law or not, right?
Absolutely. His affair isn't the issue. The issue is, did he knowingly divert campaign funds to cover up his misdeeds?
You know, Kelly, with that said, is this a very difficult case to prove? Because I have heard stories about that. And then how risky is that for the Department of Justice to actually bring this to trial if they fear maybe embarrassment?
Well, first thing is it difficult to prove? You have to show that John Edwards knew what he was doing was wrong, and he did it anyway. But in this particular case, from what I've been hearing and reading, is that, in fact, there are some audio recordings, some voicemails that he left imputing knowledge that he knew what was being done and where the funds were going. So if those are true, if they exist, it should be relatively easy to prove. If those don't, it's very risky for the Department of Justice because this is the first case of its kind. And can you imagine, after having this investigation for 2 years, if they're unable to get a conviction, there's going to be egg all over their face.
Well, you know, you look back a couple of years ago when they had the failed prosecution of the late Senator Ted Stevens. I think that has that made the Department of Justice gun shy in terms of going out and prosecuting political figures, and would this put them completely off, the case?
Nope.
We may be losing Kelly here from an audio standpoint. We'll go back to Kelly here shortly. The question is, you got the Department of Justice here looking at... Kelly, are you back with us?
I am. I'm
okay,
sorry
good.
about that.
Oh, that's all right. My question was, we were talking about egg on the face of the Department of Justice. You go back a couple of years ago when they, failed in the prosecution of the late Senator Ted Stevens. How much are they now gun-shy about going after political figures because of that failure, and how much would this really put them behind the eight ball in terms of ever going after political figures again?
I actually think it's the reverse. I think that they're a little more gung-ho, that they want to show they can get it right this time. So I'm not sure that they're gun-shy. I just think that they're spending more time to actually get the evidence.
We've seen this before, maybe not this exact type of a cover-up before, but certainly with political figures, even just over the last 15, 20 years, haven't we?
Right. Absolutely. I mean, you have Bill Clinton, who covered up his "I did not have sexual relations with that woman" with Monica Lewinsky. Think about it. That led to an investigation. He was impeached as a result of it. We know that there have been the Iran-Contra scandal, that there was the idea whether arms for hostages. Did Reagan know or not know about what was going on? We know Martha Stewart. Did she know that what she was doing was wrong? Did she have insider stock information or not? Over $50,000, which was the profit from unloading that stock. She went to prison. She's a felon now.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Attorney Kelly Saindon on the John Edwards situation. Again, indictment might come in the next 48 hours. Well, in the middle of all the Memorial Day